Good morning, girls. Good morning. How are we? I'm just going live. I'm just going to check that everything is coming on. Brilliant. I can see that everything is live. And welcome. We're going to be doing our first Wake Me Up workout this morning. Just 10 minutes, but it's a great way for you to just like boost your start for your day. Now, if you're coming on, please do say hi in the comments. And if you're doing this on a replay, please can you put into the comments below #replay, because if you're going to do this later on in the day, it's quite nice to have some accountability and just know that you're actually going to be doing something for you. Now, if you've woken up and you wake up and you feel like you've got high levels of cortisol in your body, during menopause, we feel that a lot, then this is a really good way for you just to get a few little things in place to start some good habits. Good morning. I can say hi. I can see you. Hi. All right. So we're going to get started. This is going to be something really, really nice for you to do this morning. We're going to do it a little bit like a Pilates style. So you can be in your PJs. You can just feel comfortable. I'm not going to do it with a mat because I've got a carpet below me. But if you have got hard floor, put a mat down because we will be probably going down to the floor for a little bit of the workout. But I'm going to get step back and let's get started. So I know you're busy with your days. And this is something that if you're not used to doing an exercise in the morning, I want you just to enjoy this and feel good. So the first thing I want you to do is just start thinking about your posture. I want you to really just think about pulling up nice and tall, tucking our bottoms under. I'm just going to just show you from the side. Tucking our bottoms under, making sure our chins are parallel, shoulders are back into your back pockets. We do this in Pilates a lot, where we actually just feel the movement, feel the floor beneath us, and making sure that we're not leaning forwards or back. And after a night's sleep, we tend to find is our bodies can feel quite stiff and quite achy, bizarrely, considering we've been sleeping. So I want you to just feel that posture, making sure you're pulling up nice and tall through that middle center line, through the crown of your head, tummies are tucked in. All right, I want you to really think about taking some deep breaths when we're doing the first few exercises. So I want your arms down by your sides. Take a deep breath in and shrug your shoulders up to your ears and then drop them away. So deep breath in, up and out. Deep breath in, up and out. You can close your eyes if you want to. Deep breath in, up and out. One more of these. Breathe that in and out. Good. Let's roll our shoulders back. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. We just want to start mobilizing joints, get ourselves feeling that we're moving through our bodies again. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. One more. Good. All right. I want you to take your arms out to the sides. Let's just take our arm up to the ceiling, almost just windmill over. Try and keep as vertical as you can and reach up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and back to center. Other side. Deep breath in and exhale. When you get to the top, just deep breath out. Try not to lean forwards or backwards. Coming back to center. Good. Stretch out those waists, reaching tall with this hand at the top, pulling down with the hand at the bottom, checking that you're not leaning forwards or backwards, coming back to center. Good. And over. Lovely. It's lovely to get those side stretches in. Come back to center. Let's take those arms down. Let's take our arm into a single arm circle. So you're taking your arm up, rotate it back, keeping those hips facing forwards, looking back at that arm. Let's do that again. Deep breath in here. Exhale out and around, and then back to center. Now, if you think that your hips are tilting, going backwards with your arm, put your hand on your hip bone on the side that your arm's rotating and try and press that hip into that hand so that you don't move that hip. So it's just all through that arm and all through that shoulder and neck. So just take a nice deep breath and exhale. We'll do one more on this side, then we'll go through to the other side. Good. Really feel that motion. You'll find one side feels easier than the other. Reaching up and back. Good. Soften those knees, tucking our bottoms under, making sure we're keeping that posture, reaching up, looking back over our shoulder. Take a breath in here. Exhale out and around. One more of these. You've got this. Lovely. Now let's keep our head centered. Both arms this time. Up and pull back. Now, when you can feel your posture, your shoulders, I've got a really creaky shoulder this morning. You're going to feel this because we're pulling backwards, opening out our chest. It's actually a motion that can sometimes feel a bit uncomfortable. Just try and keep your chin parallel and just try and see how symmetrical you can keep your arms. And it shows you sort of like sometimes how your posture does get affected by all the things that we do in our lives. So take a deep breath in and out. Good. Who's got crooked shoulders? So long as they're not hurting you and you're working out to your own level, that's the most important thing. Last one. And back. Good. Have a little shake out. Good. All right, we're going to take our arms out to the side. We're going to do a butterfly. I'm just going to show you from the side. You're going to be tilting your pelvis forwards, shoulders come up and over in a little bit of a butterfly like you would in the swimming pool. Then your palms are going to go to the ceiling. You're going to look back and reach backwards. Okay, so take a deep breath in here. Coming forward and over with your shoulders, coming down, head goes down. Open out, chest, palms to ceiling, reaching back. And again, coming forwards. Now, this is a great way to mobilize your thoracic spine. Open out our chest. Good. And you may find that you've got some reduction in motion. That's okay, because this is what this is all about, helping you expand and move again. Good. One more of these. You've got this. Breathe. And out. Keep those arms out. We're going to push our palms away. Let's do some small circles, pressing outwards. A little bit of strength into our arms and shoulders. Shoulders away from our ears. Tummies are pulled in. Bottoms are tucked under. Nice small circles going forwards. Let's take it backwards. Good. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. And just think about how you're feeling. Hopefully you're feeling good today. Let's take our palms to this floor. Let's do a pump up and down. Just pump those arms, shoulders are down. Good. Take a breath. You'll hear me say, take a breath, keep that tummy pulled in. Let's pull out hands to the ceiling. So palms to the ceiling, pressing upwards. If you've got heavy plates on those hands, pressing up. Good. We're working through our shoulders and our arms. Our abdominals are engaged, so pull those tummies in. Excellent. And relax. Let's just shake out those arms, shake out those shoulders. Excellent. All right, we're going to go into a chair squat now. I'm just going to show you on the side. Just to start you off, I want you to hinge from your hips. So as if you're going to sit down on a chair. Tummies are pulled in. Keep your posture nice and tall. And we're pressing back with our bottoms. Now you can go back as far as you want. You can go shallow or you can go deep. You choose. Coming up. Squeeze up. But you're hinging backwards. So don't come forward with those knees. Push back with those bottoms. Coming forward. Head goes between your shoulders. And then you're coming up. I'm just going to come back to center forward. Good. You can see my legs are hip width apart. Pushing back with my bottom. Head is going down between my arms. Squeezing up. Now I'm keeping those abdominals nice and controlled. So squeezing back. Now remember, shallower is easier. And feel how your body feels today. So it doesn't matter how deep you go down to a level that feels right for you. Breathe. Try and keep some control through those legs. Try not to let those legs wobble in and out. Let's do one more of these just like this. Good. We're activating our lazy glute muscles, which are just at the top of our bottoms. We're going to step out into a wider position. Arms come over into a prayer position, pushing backwards. Now we're going into a deeper, wider sumo squat, coming back up to that center position, chair back. So pushing back. Good. Coming up, we're going to do the same the other side. So we're going to step out, hands come over, pressing back with those bottoms. We're trying to make this a really nice flow motion, so that our bodies can just wake up. Good. Pressing back. Coming around. Good. Take a breath. And in. Reaching forward. Now this is bringing up your endorphins in your body. When we're talking about hormones, we're not just always talking about estrogen and progesterone. Endorphins are really, really important. We want to have those feel-good hormones coming up, pushing down that cortisol, which is that anxiety, fight or flight feeling. And in menopause, really, really important to move our bodies. Good. One more of these. You've got this. Breathe. Excellent. Last one. And coming up. So your bodies should feel nice and warm now. So we're just going to come into a roll down. Tummies are pulled in. Now, as I said, we're just going to do a nice 10-minute flow. We're going to bring your chin to your chest. Shoulders come forward. We're tucking under. And we're going to be bending from our sternum. So don't let your bottoms stick out. Bend those knees and allow your body to fold over. Head is heavy, neck is long, and allow yourself to fold. Now you might be folding it to here, you may be folding all the way down. Wherever it feels right for you is really important. Soften those knees, take a nice deep breath in. Keeping that chin tucked in, we're going to roll up one vertebra at a time. Now for any of you with sore backs, This is a great one, especially at the end of the day. Take your arms out to the side when you stack those shoulders over those hips, reaching up tall and coming back down. We're going to do that again. Exhale as we take our chin to our chest, shoulders come down. We're doing a nice roll down, Pilates style, rolling down one vertebra at a time, as if you've got a chain that we're unraveling down our spines, just allowing ourselves to hang heavy, fold over, bring those tummies up. If you've let your tummy drop, pull your tummy up to your stomach, up to your spine. Take a deep breath in, coming up one vertebra at a time. When those shoulders are stacked over those hips, then we take our arms up, looking up to the ceiling, reaching tall. Take a breath. Exhale out. Now, because we're doing everything very slowly, you're really working every muscle and joint in your body, but in a really healthy, safe way. So let's take ourselves just here. Just hang there for a moment. Allow that chin to come in towards your chest. Lean down with the crown of your head coming towards the floor. Soften those knees. We're actually going to walk our hands along the floor. So bend those legs, walking forwards, coming in to the floor. I want you to put your knees down. Now then, widen your hand position on the floor, making sure they're underneath your shoulders. Now then, we're going to take our knee back, and we're going to go into a 3/4 plank position. Now then, making sure our bottoms are pulled down. We're not coming into this position here. Pulling those bottoms down, tummies are up to your spine. We're looking down towards the floor. Good. Now we're holding this position for a moment. And now what I want you to do is try and keep everything nice and stable. And we're going to lift one knee, and then we're dropping that back to the floor slowly. So lifting and lowering. Now I want you to pull that tummy up to your spine. We're trying to just mobilize through our knees and start kicking in our abdominals, which we are. Now, if there's too much on your wrists, you can go down onto your elbows, okay? So you can still do this from this position. Know what works for you. Now then, you can carry on with this, or if you feel strong enough, go onto your toes, and we're going to do the reverse. You're going to stay on your toes and then reverse that knee down. Otherwise, stay on those knees. Good. And we're just trying to activate through our core, but this is a full body workout when we're in our plank position. So you're doing really well. Take 2 more. Breathe. Don't hold that breath. Last one. Good. Knees come down. And then you're going to push back into child's pose, stretching those arms forward. So this is a really nice mix of stretch and tone and strength, just to get your metabolism boosted, to really start making sure our hormones feel like they're rebalancing. Take a nice deep breath in. Now then, we're going to actually go over onto our backs. So I want you to take yourself over nice and carefully. And then you're going to lower yourself down. One vertebra at a time. Good. Finding yourself into a nice lying down position. So I want us just to have a little bit of a practice of the pelvic tilt. It's very difficult to demonstrate because I really want to show you. I've got a baggy top on here. So what I want you to think about doing is making sure that your legs are hip width apart, pressing your feet into the floor. You've got a nice stable pelvis. You've got a nice width across your shoulders. Everything is in alignment in a nice box. And at the moment, you've got a natural gap between your spine and the floor. What I want you to do is just push your tummy down towards the floor, and you're going into a pelvic tilt. So your hips are tilting upwards, and you've got no gap between your back anymore. So just make sure you're pushing that in. It's called imprinting into the floor, but it's also really good for us to push down our tummies into the floor. Now, you shouldn't be squeezing those glutes. You're just pressing into the floor. And now one vertebra at a time, we're just going to release that back to neutral. So now I can put my hand under my back again. So we're going to do that again. Take a deep breath in. To pelvic tilt up, pushing that navel to floor. Good. And release, coming back down. Good. And again, so pelvic tilt, keeping our legs really still, really pressing through the tummies down towards the floor. And now release. Now then, on this next one, we're going to go into a pelvic tilt. So pelvic tilt up. From here, squeeze those glutes, press into those feet, lifting those hips off the floor into a bridge position. I want you to make sure you've got a nice line between your shoulders, your hips and your knees. Everything is stabilizing through those legs. Don't let those knees wobble in or out. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lower one vertebra at a time. Now we're doing this nice and slowly, keeping that pelvic tilt until the lower part of your back goes onto the floor. Now you can release into the floor, getting your gap back between your spine. Let's do that again. Deep breath in. Exhale, tilt your hips up. Now squeeze those glutes. Now lift up to the ceiling. Good. Pressing up to the ceiling. We're really activating through these glutes, this area between the thigh and the bottom, your thut. Now then, let's lower one vertebra at a time. Good. Breathe. Excellent. Let's do that again. So taking ourselves up into that bridge. Hold it here for a moment. Now what I want you to do is just drop your bottom a little bit, and we're going to do some pulsing. 5, 6, off we go. So pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Squeeze it up. And now let's lower one vertebra at a time. Now you may feel a little bit through your thighs on the front, but you should be feeling it a lot more in those glutes. Good. Let's go up again. One more time. Take it up into a bridge. Squeezing it up, activating through our bodies, stabilizing through our scapula. You've got this. We're going to pulse again for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it up a little bit before you come back down. Well done. Keep those legs nice and still, pressing into the floor. Pelvic tilt comes last. Well done. Let's just bring those knees into our chests. Excellent. Take a nice deep breath. Excellent. All right. We're going to keep our pelvic tilt and our arms on the floor here. Now, if this feels uncomfortable at all, you can actually put your feet to the floor and you can do the reverse of what we're going to do. So the reverse of what we're going to do is this, raising your foot up and down. Now, if you're okay in the tabletop position, which is this position here, I want you to make sure you've got no gap between your spine and the floor, which means that you're protecting your spine and your abdominals are really engaged. What I want you to do, your legs are hip width apart, you're going to just come down, same angle of your leg, tap down your foot, and then bring it back up slowly. Now, if you're doing this and you're just dropping your foot, that's not how it works. I want you to keep that leg, that angle the same, touching down. Now, if you can only take your leg down to here and then back up, that's absolutely fine. But just let's keep going. Tap down and raise. Good. And again, tap down and raise. Breathe. So breathing out, breathing in with control. Breathing out, breathing in. 2 more. Breathing out, breathing in. Last one. Breathing out, breathing in. Well done. Bring those knees into your chest and have a little rock from side to side. This is a very good one. Again, if you have any backache at the end of the day, just bring your knees into your chest, have a little rock. Allow your spine to ease off. We're going to take our legs back out again. All right, keeping those arms on the floor, I want you to do an extension with your leg. So you can take your leg out and in. Now, if this is uncomfortable, put your feet to the floor and take your leg out and in. Okay, so you can do it 1 foot on the floor or in the tabletop like me. The higher your leg goes, the easier. The lower your leg goes, the harder. So let's get started. 5, 6, off we go. So just letting our leg come out, squeeze it back in. Now, pushing that spine into the floor, making sure we're keeping those abdominals engaged because we want to really press through those. We're really activating those this morning. Push through. Now remember, higher leg is easier. Putting your foot to the floor makes it easier. So just find your level that works for you. It's all about finding your own level so that you can progress from where you currently are. 2 more of these. We're opening out our hip flexors as well, really activating through our lower abdominals. Good. Bring those knees into your chest. Well done. Take a nice deep breath. All right. Feet come down. I want you to put your feet together in a frog position. So I call it frog position. Some people call it butterfly. Bring your hands over your head into bent elbow position. Just allow your shoulders to open out. Press those feet together. Open out those legs and just enjoy this stretch. Just relax those shoulders, arms into the floor. Knees come out. Elbows are out. Take a nice deep breath in here. And in. Good. Take those legs away, arms away, stretch out. Really enjoy that stretch through those abdominals. Take a deep breath in and out. All right, hands come down. We're going to roll over onto our tummies. We're nearly done, girls. You're doing great. All right, let's place our hands by our heads. Now then, when you're on your tummies, I want you to press your pelvic bones into the floor, your hip bones into the floor. We're going to do a cobra, so pressing through your legs, coming down, hands on either side. We're only going to go into half cobra, which is a bent elbow. So take a breath in here, head is looking down towards the floor, and you're just raising up halfway. Okay, take a nice deep breath. Really important to extend through our spines as well as flex. Take a breath and then lower down. Again, take a deep breath in here. Exhale, lifting up. Pull your tummies up towards your spine. Now then, if you want to, and you want to extend into a full arm cobra, you can, but just making sure your hips are on the floor and that you're ready for it. Otherwise, stay in that half cobra. And now lower. Good. We're going to do one more of these. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming up. Tummies are pulled in. Pushing through. Do you choose your level? Always important to choose your level. And now coming back down. All right, we're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to push back into that 3/4 plank position. And now bring those elbows and arms and hands underneath those shoulders. We're going to tuck our toes under. We're going to go into a downward dog. So we're going to press back up with those bottoms. Tuck, bring those feet in a little bit and try and get your heels down towards the floor. We're just wanting to make sure we stretch through our calves and through our hamstrings, looking through those shoulders, stretching through those shoulders and arms. Take a nice deep breath. Now I want you to pedal one leg, then the other. So you're bending one and then the other. Now you can slightly rotate into that straighter leg. Good. Breathe. Center yourselves. Press back with those heels a little bit more. Bend those legs. We're going to now just walk our hands back up. And now we're going to hold it at the bottom. Make sure that your legs are evenly spaced, hip width apart, head comes down. Soften those knees. Now we're going to come up, rolling up one vertebra at a time. Good. Shoulders come up. Excellent. Let's just recenter ourselves. Take a shoulder roll. You did great. Now then, take a deep breath in from the floor, all the way up. Exhale out and down. Deep breath in all the way up. Taking those deep breaths into your lungs. Make sure you fill your body with loads of oxygen. And down. And again, up. Hold it at the top. Really reach up tall. Enjoy that stretch. Good. Hands come behind. Pull back with those shoulders. You can either hold onto your back, hold it together, or reach back with your arms. Excellent. Have a little bit of a rock with those hips. Release those arms. Have a little shake out and give yourselves a big clap. You are ready for your day. Now, I really, really hope you enjoyed that. It's something that we can just do together. We're going to do another version of a workout tomorrow, but I hope it really has made you feel a lot better. If any of you have been dealing with cortisol and feeling low in the mornings, this is a great way for you just to start reboosting yourself again. And if we do this for the next 3 days, it just gives you an idea of what you can do. Now, we're going to do something with a little bit of music tomorrow. It's a little bit more energetic. Again, always work out to your level. We all have to start somewhere. So if you're starting back to fitness, well done you for coming along. Really, really thrilled. If you haven't done it with me first thing this morning and you're seeing this on a replay, please do a #replay and let me know how you think and how you feel. And I'll look forward to seeing you hopefully tomorrow morning. Any questions about health, fitness, wellness, especially through the menopause, please don't hesitate to comment below and I'll come back to you with any answers I can. Have a brilliant rest of your day and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. for our wake up together. All right, take care. Bye.